Hello.
Hey, everybody. We're back again to talk
NFL football.
NFL football. We'll talk a little NFL football.
Week 7
Week-
recap and a Week 8 preview.
Yes, we are almost halfway through with the football regular season.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it's a good thing. We get to see
that
some
means
good
the
football.
teams are heating up.
That means the season is still going. So we are into, there's only 17 weeks, so we are into week 8 this week. But first of all, we do have to recap week 7. So let's jump right on in. We had that barn burner of a Thursday game that everybody was looking for, the Giants at the Eagles.
Oh boy, where do we begin?
I don't know, it was just horrid. It was bad. It looked bad. It was bad.
The
Eagles-
Giants had a lead, got overconfident, and gave it up quicker than you can say, holy crap.
I don't look like the Falcons out there, didn't they? The Eagles, with that tie, I was making fun of them when they had that tie earlier this year. Now it's gave them the lead in the division, having the tie.
Because the NFC East
Because
is terrible.
Because NFC East is so horrid, yeah. But anyways, the Eagles did pull that one out. Jumping on into Sunday, we had your Panthers at the Saints.
Play competitive.
It was a very competitive
that's what
game.
I'll take competitive.
And honestly, they tried a 65-yard NFL record 65-yard field goal and missed it by probably 1 yard. One more yard, and that field goal would have been good. And then we would have had some
I appreciate
overtime.
Matt Rule's gutsiness to try for that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it was dead center, but seriously, one more yard. If it was a 64-yarder, he would have probably made it. But the 65, it's not quite enough. But the Panthers were a very good competitive team against a really good Saints team. So that was good for them. We had Lions at the Falcons. The Falcons found
another lead.
They found a new way to lose.
They get a touchdown.
They scored a touchdown and lost. They accidentally scored a touchdown.
Because they were.
How can you accidentally
was supposed to stop at the 1?
Yeah, he was supposed to stop at the 1 yard line, and then they kick a field goal with 3 seconds left, and they win the game. But
That's what a normally functional team would do.
But they accidentally scored a touchdown, and then gave 59 seconds to Matthew Stafford
and cut them apart.
And he cut them apart and got a touchdown. The Falcons found a new way to lose.
To Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit.
Minnesota now is probably looking at themselves going, how did we lose so bad? How did we lose 40-20?
That is the third game this year where the Falcons had a 95% chance to win the football game and lost. That is a new level of embarrassing.
That is horrid, man.
There's something up with that whole town, Atlanta.
Honestly, I thought the Falcons might actually get on a roll with since they got out the new coach, and they still might. But that was pretty bad.
There's something up with that whole city, though.
There's a lot of the Braves had a 3-1 lead in the divisional round.
Blew that.
And lost that.
The Georgia Bulldogs cannot get past the SEC championship.
Yeah, they can't beat Alabama. They can get up by double digits, but they can't
finish the job.
So
Let's give Detroit credit for the win, though.
You know what? The funny thing, Matthew Stafford went to Georgia and
beat the Falcons.
Right there. Stuck it to them. That was. That was funny. We had the Browns at the Bengals. Man, that was
duel.
Exciting. That was a good game, man.
Burrow might be the future for the Bengals. He's looking every bit like a number 1
Burrow
pick.
looked that good halfway through his rookie season.
He's thrown for 300 yards 5 of the last 7 weeks.
As a rookie.
As a rookie quarterback.
On the Bengals.
That is impressive.
That is impressive, yeah. He's really liking his team. The new receiver, Higgins, out of Clemson.
He's a connection with him.
He has a big connection with him right now. Burrow to Higgins is going to be around for a while. I do think so. Not unless there's some injuries or something.
But Cleveland did get the win, and it was also part of Baker Mayfield's stellar performance down the stretch.
He looked really good.
22 of 23. for 297 yards and 5 TDs.
5 TDs, and that's with Beckham hurt. We do say a little prayer out for Beckham. He tore his ACL, so I hate to see a good wide receiver like that or any good player get put out in the season. But that's
been unfortunately the thing.
There's been a lot of injuries this year, but we do. I mean, Baker. We give credit to Baker. He did all that with no Beckham. So
I feel like Baker versus Joe is going to be around for the future. Honestly,
it is. That's going to be a good division and another team in that same division.
What was the media complaining about with Baker? What were they complaining about exactly?
I don't know, but they need to leave him alone. I mean, they're 5-2, the best record they've had in
26 years.
26 years. So I think we can give him a little slack. He ran up against a superior Steelers team.
That is on a roll right now.
Yeah, and that's on a roll. And we'll actually talk about the Steelers at the Titans. Man, another game.
First half was all Steelers.
The first half was, 27-3 or something? Or 24-3?
24-7.
Yeah.
Like 27-7. It was all Steelers.
It was all Steelers. And then the second half was all Titans.
The Titans showed fight down in the second half.
Which proves that the Titans are also a very good team also. And if it wasn't for their kicker, which so far is statistically has missed more kicks than anybody in the NFL right now. I don't know what's wrong with. I don't know
inconsistent.
I don't know what's wrong with Gutowski. He's normally he's been a good kicker. I don't know what's wrong with him this year.
Do you think he's running out of gas?
But he's missed what is normally a
46 or 47 yards and kicked it wide right.
Most kickers these days make those pretty steadily, but he missed it wide right, and it was the last play. So
that loss shouldn't
goes
really
to the Steelers. It doesn't go against the Titans.
It doesn't go against the Titans because the offense really picked it up in the second half.
Yeah,
it shows Mike Vrabel can do halftime adjustments.
They figured out what the Steelers were doing against them to stop them, and in the second half they produced. So that is the sign.
It was just a duel between two of the top teams in the AFC. Yeah, nothing against that.
No, and another duel against two of the top teams in the AFC: the Bills at the Jets. The Bills are one of the top teams in the AFC.
But the Jets are just awful.
But the Bills kicked 6 field goals.
The dojo is open for business.
There was, 7 field goals kicked in that game and 1 touchdown.
The Bills should have beat the Jets by more than that, honestly.
Oh, yeah, they should have beat them 52-10. But they still won 18-10 had WSW. Sometimes you got to squeak them out and get them.
Strangely enough, the Jets actually held the lead in this game. At one point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, 7-7 or 7-3 or something.
Yeah, 3-10.
7-10, yeah. And then they went on to kick 5 more field goals.
Do you know how many yards the Jets offense produced in the second half?
Oh, no. How much?
Take a wild guess.
Was it at least positive numbers?
Well, it was, barely.
What was it?
4 yards.
Oh, my goodness. 4 yards?
4 yards of total offense in the second half.
Couldn't you fall forward and gain 3? Your body, if you're 6 foot tall, you've got 2 yards in your body. So if you fall forward twice, you've got 4 yards.
Is that what they're going to be like with that Le'Veon Bell now? 4 yards?
I don't know. They're tanking for Trevor.
They are the worst team in football this year.
They're the worst team I've seen in a long time.
They can't score for beans.
I almost think that they are tanking on purpose just to get the first pick because that's ugly
bad
football. We'll jump on down. Speaking of bad football, we had my Cowboys at the Washington Redskins putting up 3 points against the one-win Redskins.
The one-win W.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. The Washington Football Team, Club team, whatever they are.
Mike McCarthy, he's overseeing this entire team. Well, not completely overseeing it. I mean, Jerry Jones is the owner. And yet, he says there's no leadership problems with this team. It's just a mess. And there was that one press conference where the defensive coordinator
got a hot sauce in his eye. How stupid can you get? How can it? I'm not gonna get. They suck. There's the Jets and then the Cowboys. The Cowboys And the Jets, man, they could play the toilet bowl at the end of the year, but it's just so sad. We had the Packers at the Texans. Packers getting back on track there.
Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers. I
Now-
guess he had that off game.
Yeah, Jones was out, their top running back. So
Yeah,
what did he do? He threw for 850 yards to
Random people. off the
random
street.
people off the street. Yeah, Rodgers was back being Rodgers. We'll give him that little hiccup that he had because he was back. Well, they beat the Texans 35-20. We had the Bucks at the Raiders.
Guess what offensive connection is growing by the weeks? Tommy Boy
To
and the
Gronk,
Bucks.
Tommy Boy and the Gronk, and all the other wide receivers too. Yeah,
Any quarterback can go to that team and win. That is at least competent.
and now with the rumor that they're getting Antonio Brown in.
That I don't think there's enough room for any wide receiver to get in that rotation. To be honest,
I think he'd be glad just to get in there and play after all the stuff he's been through. We do wish him well. I hope he's
got his mind.
I hope he's
straight.
got his mind straight and he comes back and plays some good football because he was good. But the Bucks whipped
Should
it on
be
to 45-20. They actually after this game are statistically ranked as the number one defense. So if you've got the number one defense and then all that talent on offense,
It's going to win games.
it's going to win some games. They will be in the playoffs. They will be a threat.
That's
so.
why Tom joined them. Now I see why he did. Honestly,
A lot of talent on that team. Yeah, we had the Chiefs at the Broncos. The Chiefs got back on track.
the Chiefs scored on offense. The Chiefs scored on defense. The Chiefs scored on special teams.
Yeah, the Broncos
Complete
gave
game.
up every kind of point from every kind of team
Except the safety.
except the safety. But still, though, the special teams gave up a touchdown. The defense gave up a touchdown. The offense gave up a touchdown.
Do you know one thing?
Everybody
that I,
gave up a
Do you know one
touchdown.
thing that I found humorous though?
What?
One of the Broncos bench players said that they still have a chance to beat the Chiefs, even though they have a 10-game losing streak against Kansas City.
Oh, they probably do have a chance. You know, there's a chance it could snow in July too. But it's just not going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. So, we had the 49ers at the Patriots. Man, the Patriots collapse is almost complete. I don't think Cam is fitting into it. He started out really good, but when he got the COVID and came back, the mojo's
He's out of
gone.
sync.
The mojo's gone, yeah. 49ers laid it to him pretty good. Jimmy G went back up to New England and laid 33 on him. 33-6.
To be fair, Kyle Shanahan actually knew what he was doing this time when facing Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
The last time he faced Belichick was when he was with the Falcons in the Super Bowl. So kudos to him for finally getting at least
Getting over
part
that
of
hump a little
getting
bit,
over
yeah.
that hump.
We had the Jags at the Chargers. Chargers pulled that one off 39-29. That's about what we expected. The Jags are looking pretty bad. Minshew Mania
Is not
is
anymore
non-existent. It's not even
until they win football games.
And probably the most exciting game of the week was Seahawks-Cardinals.
That game was super exciting.
It proves that the Seahawks are a good team. The Cardinals are a good team. The Seahawks defense is
Awful.
Man, I don't know how far the Seahawks could go with that bad of a defense.
But they did get an addition today. They took the Bengals Pro Bowl defensive end Carlos Dunlap from the Bengals, which should help.
It should help because they really need some defense. They made the Cardinals offense
Look like the Chiefs.
look like the Chiefs last year and during the playoffs. Yeah, Cardinals did with it 37-34.
the Cardinals showed a
overtime.
crap ton of grit.
They did. Yeah.
The
And Kyler Murray might end up being a pretty good quarterback.
I like this new stable of quarterbacks. We need more good QBs in the NFL.
Yeah. Monday night's game, we had the Bears at the Rams.
Why are the Bears 5-1 or 5-2?
5-2 now. I don't know, man. They looked horrible. They only gave up. They only scored 10 points against the Rams.
Nick Foles gave away 2 interceptions. Those are his favorite turnovers.
Yeah, that's his
Against
favorite.
Tom Brady, he's like the Hulk, and then everybody else.
He's Bruce Banner. That's pretty bad.
But the Rams did win. They're 5-2 as well. The NFC West is a dogfight.
Yeah.
They're probably the best division in football.
Probably is, yeah. There's going to be some seriously good games coming down the stretch. There's a couple divisions like that are pretty good. Yeah, the NFC West, and then the what's the other one good that's full of good teams? The AFC North.
The AFC North is also good.
Those are 2 fantastic divisions. All 4 teams really are playing good enough to be in the playoffs, but all of them can't
But the
be.
Bengals, unfortunately, haven't been lucky.
Haven't been lucky. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and jump on into week 8, do a little predictions. Thursday night, we've actually got a pretty good game Thursday night. We've got the Falcons at your Panthers.
Oh, during the season, I don't know if you can trust Atlanta to hold a lead, even if they get them.
Well, the Panthers are favored by 2.5 on us, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the Panthers. I think they'll win it by, I feel, might be 27-24, 24-21 time game. I'll go ahead and take the Panthers on that one. We got the Patriots at the Bills. And the Patriots have looked really bad lately. The
That's
Bills'
very
offense hasn't been clicking
Ever since the Tennessee game.
ever since Tennessee laid a whooping on. But
Do you want to pick the Bills?
you still got to take the Bills. Yeah, they're favored by
Do you think time's
Two-
finally
by-
caught up to Belichick?
3.5. Yeah, I think. I don't want him to get Trevor Lawrence. I want him to win some games. I don't want Trevor Lawrence going to the Patriots. It'll be another 12 years of domination. But I do think the Bills will win this game. And now here's another exciting game. I'm looking forward to actually seeing these next 2 games. We got the Titans at the Bengals.
All right, Joe Burrow against the Titans.
Tennessee's favored by 5.5, so it's basically a 6-point game. I would probably take the Titans with that. I don't think the Bengals' run defense is as good as Pittsburgh's run defense.
The Bengals have one of the worst run defenses in the National Football League.
Oh, and who has the best running back in the National Football League?
The Titans.
I think I'll take the Titans minus 5.5 on that one.
there you go.
There you go. Right there you go. We got the Raiders at the Browns. I'm looking forward to seeing that one too. The Raiders coming off of a loss going to the Browns. Browns looking, Browns are sort of a little roller coaster the past 2 or 3 games. Will they stay going at a good steady pace,
Or will
will they
bounce
fall back down again? Will the Raiders bounce back?
I'm
I'm probably gonna go with the Browns.
You want to pick Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland's at home. And I think every time you get a big star injured, the team gels together a little bit too.
And I feel like the Browns might be one of those teams that
Yeah.
loses a star player and gels.
Sort of gels, yeah. So I'm gonna pick the Browns in this one too. Yeah, we got the Colts at the Lions. That's sort of a 50-50 game.
I'm going to pick Indianapolis.
I'd probably pick
I think
Indianapolis,
they're more
too.
consistent.
I don't know if the Lions are gonna win 2 in a row since they beat the Falcons last week. We got the Vikings at the Packers. I got the Packers in this one. Vikings are looking pretty
Awful.
awful right now. Yeah, I think it'll be a 7-point plus game. Speaking of the worst game of the week, 2 of the top teams in the AFC are playing again.
What?
The Chiefs are hosting the Jets.
Oh, my God.
Goodness gracious. How ugly could this possibly get?
Oh, okay. What's the point spread?
It's actually 19.5 points. Now, this isn't a college game. You never see hardly more than 9-10 points spread in an NFL game because the talent is talent.
This has the making of being the worst beatdown.
This is Alabama versus Vanderbilt, dude. This is 52-10.
How am I supposed to pick that?
How would you 19.5? How do you not take the Jets at 19.5 points? Why? How? Because they're horrible.
Because Adam Gase is their head coach.
They will probably lose by 30. I don't know. I wouldn't want to put money on this one, but I would probably say that the Chiefs will beat them by 30 points, probably.
Maybe 40.
Maybe 40, maybe 52-10.
Because Patrick Mahomes is going to go wild.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be horrid. But I look forward to seeing it just to see how bad. It's like a car wreck. This is going to be like a car wreck. We got to slow down to look at it just to see what's going on, man. It's ugly. We got the Rams at the Dolphins.
Dolphins trending upward. Rams are 5-2.
Rams are 5-2.
Off a win against Chicago.
This will be a pretty even played game too. Tua starting this week.
Tua is starting this week for the Finns.
So I don't know.
Is it Tua time, or do you think it's the Rams?
No, this is a 50-50 game, really. I think, Tua could come in. The Rams have no game film hardly at all to plan against Tua. So how's Tua going to play? What's the plays he's going to run? How's he going
The
to...
Dolphins have performed fairly well recently.
Yeah, he came in and played, 1 or 2 snaps?
At the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Why couldn't they give him the whole quarter? They were playing the Jets.
Yeah, so...
But do you want to pick the Rams, or do you want to pick the Dolphins?
I don't know, it's 50-50. Which one do you think?
You want to do rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you be the Rams and I'll be the Dolphins. Ready?
Okay,
Ready?
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, well, I guess it's the Dolphins. We'll go Dolphins on that one, yeah. Let's see. We got this. Oh, Steelers at the Ravens.
Classic rivalry?
Classic rivalry, man.
Lamar or Big Ben?
Oh gosh, 6-0 versus 5-1.
Pittsburgh has played so well recently that I feel like that they're gonna win this game in my opinion.
The Ravens are favored by 3.5, so you've got 3.5
I'm gonna
points
pick
to play.
Pittsburgh.
I
by
would
3.
probably take Pitt, and you've got 3.5 points to play with. So Pitt plus 3.5
because
points.
the Steelers, unlike the Jets, seem like a competently run organization.
They're winning without Big Ben winning the games for them. That's the difference in this Steelers team. They are a team. They're not depending on Big Ben to throw for 400 yards and 5
Plus,
touchdowns.
they got a rock solid defense.
Their defense is really good too. We had the Chargers at the Broncos. Probably the Chargers, I guess.
Justin Herbert had
Justin
a good
Herbert.
game.
Justin Herbert looks like the real deal. He might. I mean, we got some good young quarterbacks here, don't we? I'll go ahead and pick the Chargers on that one too. Got the Saints at the Bears.
Saints,
I'll pick the Saints on
because
that.
the Bears' offense is painfully
I
below
think
average.
the Bears have just
lucked
lunched their way into some wins, man. I just don't have any faith in them. I don't have any faith in them. 49ers, Seahawks. I believe the Seahawks.
Do you think the Seahawks are going to bounce back after the
I
overtime thriller?
don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row, and they're at home again. So I don't think the Seahawks lose that one. No. We got the Cowboys, Eagles. Eagles are training up right now. And then last but not least, we got the Monday Night Football Bucks at the Giants.
Bucks.
Tampa Bay Bucks. Probably
Arg.
by 10 plus
Me,
points.
Johnny Depp, I will clean the poop deck.
Yeah, and they're going to clean their poop deck too, the Giants.
It is a poop deck in New York altogether right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of poop on that deck right now. But anyways, that's it. That's the NFL. That's our picks
Give
for
us a
week
like.
8. Recap of week 7. Hit us a like. Hit us a subscribe.
Tell us down below what you think of what's going to happen this week.
Yeah, leave us some comments. Say hi. Say something. Hit the groovy baby button.
Somewhere on my head.
Oh, it'll be over there somewhere. Other than that, we'll be out till next week.
See you next week.